Purity and Shulak, episode 21. Take one. Tulikwambia. By the time mwaka inaisha zitakuwa zimejishape. Purity and Shulak, episode 21. Take 2.
Hi. Hi guys. My name is Shula. I'm just here as a support system. This spotlight is hers, so let's make her shine.
No, yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Purity and Shula. My name is Purity Mbugwa.
And I am Shulak Mbugwa. Episode 21. This is episode 21 of Purity and Shulak.
Nikuwa ngoja useme welcome to P&S.
Ikuangie ndo. Welcome to P&S, episode 21.
Episode 21. How have you been?
I've been great. Can't complain.
You can't complain.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been good too. And happy to be back for another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new month.
New month. Yeah. Yes.
So today we're talking about
No, I just remembered something I wanted to share. When this past week I was getting my hair done, and a couple of guys walked in. So one had locks, the other didn't. So I presumed, okay, they walked in together, so they are friends. And so was obviously sini mmoja alikuwa amekuja kutengenezwa nywele.
Maybe ni ile tu support system.
And you know, the guy sat there. The guy was washed, akafanyiwa. I don't know. I just thought that is true brotherhood. Would you do that for your bro?
Definitely. Akona kumkeep company. Ni kama mimi kupeleka mtu kinyozi.
You know, now the odd thing is, this salon, it's mostly ladies.
Which explains.
It's a salon. Actually, it's not this salon. It's a salon.
Which explains why he had a support system. Maybe ni mshy, maybe at times ana feeling overwhelmed. Mi naweza.
But I found it very interesting.
Unaenda tu na chill anafanya mambo yake. Old. It's a nice thing.
It's a nice.
Which again goes to say that they are really close.
They are really good friends.
Juu si kila mtu utapeleka tu hapo. Mimi nikiafu ningoje ukiosha nywele. It's that thing I was telling you some time back before we started recording. Of this there are some friends who you hang around and you don't even necessarily need to have a conversation. Their presence just makes you feel comfortable.
Their presence,
regardless of what kind of situation you are in, just knowing that they are somewhere. Because at times you tell someone to tag you along somewhere. Say tujua naenda kusaidia anything, but kujua tu ako tu mahali hapa. Just gives you some sense of comfort.
I also have a friend. You could just call. You're on the phone. You're not talking. Me, I'm doing my stuff. He's doing his stuff. But
kuna kitu tu.
Hiyo tu kujua there is somebody on the other end. Yeah, there is something about that. But I really admired. And the guy was there. He was looking at him. He was chill. He was not even on his phone or anything. Hadi akamaliziwa. It was a good. It made my day.
How was he looking at him?
Like ile tu, you know, just the curiosity of whatever the person is doing.
Ni unakujanga kufanya hiyo.
But I thought
maybe it was the first time.
Maybe it was the first time. But I think those are bros, true bros or something.
Bro code, brotherhood.
Brotherhood. And in today's topic, we are diving into gratitude. What is gratitude?
In my understanding, gratitude is being grateful. Being grateful for things or events that are happening in your life.
Okay.
Regardless. good or
or
bad.
bad.
Yeah, that's gratitude for me.
For
That's
you.
my understanding
Of gratitude. According to Mr. Google, gratitude is a strong feeling of appreciation to someone or something for what the person has done to help you. So from this meaning, then it says no, it is insinuating that you're grateful because of something good that has been done to you. Good, as opposed to now how you put it, gratitude, being grateful for whatever, good or bad. Yeah,
Hey.
it's interesting.
So
How often do we take things for granted?
a lot of times we have this sense of entitlement. Like, you have to do this for me by the when I call you, you have to pick up.
Yeah.
And you have to let me rant.
Then you have to hear
whether
me out.
whether you're in a good headspace or not. As long as I've called you,
Yeah, you have to show up.
You have to show up for me when I want you to show up.
You have to be there when I need you to be there.
But when you look at it, ukikaa chini ifikirie vizuri, it's usually a favor. Si kila mtu tu atakaa kusikiza.
Yes.
Ama a reason na wewe, I'm stuck, help me out.
True.
And most of the times it's those situations where you know what you're supposed to do but you still call someone. So basically what they are doing is it's like they are guiding you to what you want. Unapata zile situation mtu anakuambia unajua kile unataka, unakataa. Mnaongea. The guy doesn't give you a solution. Inakuanga tu zile za sawa unaona aje. You give yourself the answer. Yeah, exactly. Jota mimi nilikuwa naona hapo unaona aje. It's like they're just guiding you, which is very special by the way.
Very special.
Even just the simple act of someone coming through for you, maybe hata bado ni tunani kama ni lazima
like
even something
hear you.
simple like just meeting up for coffee ama mpatane tu hata mkunywe supu. You're like ni lazima ukuje. Sasa tuseme juu umeniambia unanibaia coffee ni kama ni lazima, ama juu nimeambia mtu twende tuka have lunch unaona ni kama ni lazima hapo. Until that day when you'll call someone you're not asking them to pay for anything
and they're like nah,
but they just don't want your company.
Yeah,
We take a lot of things for granted.
Hey, that's a good one to begin with. And isn't it special when you have that person who guides you? Like we said, you already know what you need to do, but they are guiding you and reassuring you in the process. And in that manner, it's not like you come to me with something and I'm giving you a solution like immediately.
Yep.
Then what it does, it sort of takes away from your independence. So now every time you're stuck in a situation, it's almost like you have to tell me what to do.
Nifanye.
What do I do? But that person who ni kama tu anakureassure, uko sawa.
Unajua kile unajua inakuanga funny sana. I have a friend who napenda mashida zetu. Kila time inakuwa sasa unaona aje. Unapata umejijibu the whole
yeah. It's amazing in its own way. And that's one aspect that we take things for granted. But I think there's also the normal stuff that we take for granted. Waking up in the morning.
True.
With good health. Yeah. And we go about life feeling like tomorrow we'll be there. I mean, guaranteed.
Yeah.
I'm okay and what? But until something happens, that's when you tend to realize how the normal is just not the norm.
Something as simple as chewing your food. I remember one time on my right side, a molar was growing, like the last set. And it was hard for me to chew. Because hata nikichew this side, kuna vile tu automatically ni kama this side bado unajiweka kwa emotion kidogo. So like for a week I couldn't chew properly. Mkozileza kumbe hata kutafuna chakula ikuangi kitu guaranteed sana.
It's a normal thing, but it's not when you can't do it, then the magnitude of it inakuwa escalated.
coming back home safe.
Yeah,
Unakumbuka
after a day's work, yeah.
last weekend we went for a morning run.
Yeah.
You remember the guy we met
Oh my,
on the road
yeah. That was so
at about what 6 in the morning,
6 in the
6:30, gone.
Yeah.
Maybe he had just gone for a night out and was on his way back home. Kawaida tu, hizi ni vitu zio happen. We go out, we come back safe and sound, you sleep, you wake up, reminisce.
And it's yeah, but hiyo ilikuwa imenitoka, but yeah, it's true. We assume that yeah, you wake up and you're going to show up at the end of the day and you're going to be good and life is going to continue, which is not the case. That was a sad one. I think other things we take for granted is especially health also.
Yeah.
Hey, me nikikuwa msick, I rarely get sick, but when I do,
it derails you.
It feels like the world is coming to an end.
So doing your normal stuff is now a huge task.
Doing even the bare minimum, like even you can't eat or you can't go somewhere, you can't walk. That's when you realize these things truly matter. Health is a key one.
There was a time I was
na kuweza kujifanyia kitu wewe mwenyewe bila mtu mwingine kukufanyia.
That's something. You can wake up, make your bed,
yes,
make your own coffee, ujivalishe.
Yes.
I remember in 2023. Yeah, 2023, somewhere in the beginning of the year to happen. That moment I went back for rugby training. And then my I got injured on my shoulder.
Yes.
Kutoka nguo ilikuwa shida. Like I remember the first when I got injured that evening. Nilitotisha hata nilikuja nikalala hiyo. I could not even shower.
You couldn't.
I got in the shower and all I could do was stand there. Then for the next 1 week, nisaidie kuvalia hii t-shirt. Then like
it's simple but
hata kufungua gate.
Like you can't.
Have to try and work again with your left hand unapata. A lot of things. And that's at times me upenda kucomplain sana. And at times ukiangalia mbona complain hata unaweza choka. I can wake up, I had a to-do list of like 5 things, do 3. Then hizi mbili nishinda nimecomplain. I remember one time I was complaining and Shrek was around and was like, sasa umesema asante juu kile manage kufanya. Which ni possible sana ungeamka ushinde ukizunguka. Ama umke tu na ufanye nothing.
Yeah.
But there's also that.
By the way. I think that is focusing on your glass is always, what do they say about the glass? It's
half empty.
Half full.
Half full, half empty.
Half empty. So yours is half empty.
Half empty unakuanga the bad one.
Yeah, that's the bad one. Yeah. And it's normal. I think it's a mindset. It's something you get used to. But me nowadays I don't like being around a person who complains too much.
It also drains your energy.
It drains my energy. I'm like I can't be around that. When it's too much, it gets to me.
I feel like gratitude, being grateful is something you have to again train yourself.
Yeah.
It's a practice you have to.
It's something you have to keep doing every now and then.
Just saying thank you. Ile tu hata you don't have to say it out loud. Just in your mind, nimefika home. Asante.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for this. We manage to complete a task. Yeah, times your mind is just all over the place.
Yeah.
You try to concentrate, unakumbuka.
A million things you need to keep doing. Or a million things you need to be
kama wewe umebeba mashida zote. Even that concentration. It's not easy, but it's something you have to like train yourself so that at least you can catch yourself in the moment.
And I also
trying to look for that good. It's hard.
Good, especially in the hard situations. I've found myself being like nothing ever works out. kama dunia mzima inanichukia or something. But
ni kama niko
truly,
cast kwanza yenyewe unaanzanga kuna yenyewe niko kuna mtu nilikosea alinilani mahali.
Especially in those hard times, it's very easy to and even to forget where you've come from, the far you've come. Gratitude. And they were saying, I was listening to something where, the concept was the more you keep complaining and are not appreciative of the small stuff, let's say small stuff or whatever it is that you have now, it hinders more blessings to come your way. Because then what's the point if you're not grateful for what you already have? Hata ukiongezewa hizo zingine, if you can't be grateful for small, you can't be grateful for bigger stuff.
True.
And nowadays you even come across gratitude journals. That goes to show there's something about gratitude and saying thank you.
Trying to look
every single day, just trying to be very intentional into saying, what am I grateful for today?
And I feel like even just being grateful brings out the aspect of balance. Because it's like the way we've been created, it's like we tend to focus more on the negative.
Yeah.
But not with gratitude, kama vile tumesema with the gratitude journals. You are like, yenyewe imekuwa siku mbaya.
But
I woke up late,
yes,
nimefanya hivi, I did not meet this deadline. But at least you find just that one thing you're grateful for, and you realize it was not just a shitty day.
No, there were some good things about
there were some
that
good
day.
things. So at least there's that balance.
There's a balance.
Because again, consider it, if there's good, there's bad.
Yeah.
They call it yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yin and yang, yeah. So there's no way bad watu utakuwa tu always grateful na una kitu ya.
There's something
but because we rely more on the negative side, being grateful now brings the balance.
Yeah.
Because just talk to anyone, hata randomly kwa matatu ata complain, Ruto, traffic. Kwanza traffic.
Yeah.
Traffic. Nenda vibaya. But akifika tu maybe aseme tu imefika poa, ka balance kashako.
Oh yeah. Because again in life, I don't think we always are going to have things working the way we want them to work, and life going the way we want it to go. I just think it's life.
It is. It's like you need to be disappointed for you to learn a couple of things. I think it just goes to show that you're not in control. You're not fully in control. You might be in control, yes, but again, nature just has its way of humbling you.
Another thing I know I have taken for granted before is in friendships and relationships. So in terms of friendships, I was having a very good friendship with you. For some reason, one thing, maybe we have like an argument or something, or one thing is not working out, and that is enough for me to, you focus so much on this one thing that you forget this person has come through for you in 99 million ways.
Yeah.
But only this one is now what? That's the deal breaker.
But that's a tricky one. Sheesh.
Gratitude.
It's a tricky one. Okay, can you expect me? Usually there's some situations you're like, easy good times yenye hapana, lakini hakuna hata kama tu have the good times. This is
but why
this is like an insult to all the good times. So basically it has wiped away everything.
It's something you guys say in journalism, that you're only as good as your last story.
Exactly.
But then again, why does the bad always have to overpower all the good that somebody has done?
It's just the way we've been programmed. And that's why I'm saying this is something we really you really have to be intentional with it. Because let's look at celebs, for example. If a celeb has had a good run, Then for some reason things start going south.
Yeah.
Both locally na wale wa Hollywood nini. What do people focus on? This guy
They
is a
say,
great movie star, but he did this,
Yeah.
she did this, she did this. I know it's like let's say something like what? Someone like, I'm trying to find a perfect example. Let's say like a drug overdose. So this guy is human. He was going through his shit.
Yeah.
He had an overdose. So all of a sudden, this guy was an addict. This guy was
I get that
it's just the way
situation.
we've been programmed. And it's like the negative sells more than
The positive. I don't know.
a lot comes into play. Even leaders, our leaders, maybe they had really good initiatives nini,
Ambition.
moja iflop bure.
Focus. The focus sasa inakuwa ni hapo. Which is very unfortunate.
It's not supposed to be that way.
I
Kunafaa
don't
kuwa
think
na
you're
ile,
supposed to.
yes umefail but at least you
The good should always overpower the bad. But for some reason,
it's vice
one
versa.
good, one bad will overcome 9 goods. But gratitude. How often do you say thank you to just random, say what? In your interactions with people, they do something. How often do you say thank you?
Really? I can't remember the last time I told someone thank you. For even them just being around. Nakonga tu ile saa si tutaonana. It's just, and maybe you guys had an insightful conversation. Ama maybe you just had some good vibes. Ulikuwa gloomy, mmecheka. Really. It's like sasa kama alikuwa hapa automatically tulikuwa tunafaa ku but personally I'm grateful for other things, but sasa hizo ndogo inakuanga tricky. And it never even crosses my mind that by the day you should thank this person. Wapi? Tumemaliza. Done and dusted. See you next time.
We move because is it because could be that we also don't like to get to that emotional point of now somebody expressing something like that to you.
Maybe. But again, I feel like if I'm thankful for something you've done for me and I don't voice it out, depending on the relationship, my reaction, it's like you'll know.
You don't have to.
You don't have to
voice.
You don't have to voice it out.
Okay.
I don't have to say thank you for you to know that I enjoyed having this conversation. Kuna kunga tu na ka feeling when you're parting ways.
Yeah, you.
Una feel ni kama tu mmeconnect in some way. And at times you might also be with someone, hang out with someone, ama just a phone call, mmemalizana. And you're like, enyewe amebambika. Basically tunajua they appreciated your time, they appreciated your effort, they appreciated your insights, but they didn't have to say it necessarily.
Okay, I hear you. I think over the last 2 years also I've tried and vocalize, even if it's not so often, but just letting somebody know, thank you for creating the time to see me. Like, I really appreciate that you took the time to have coffee with me. I thank you for coming through for me. Or thank you for, I think there's something about vocalizing and putting it in words. There's a study that was done for, there's somebody you're grateful for right now. Yeah? And so what they did, they took these individuals, had them sit for a moment, think about that somebody and whatever it is that they did, write it down. So they went ahead to have them call the person and tell them. Obviously it was awkward because say you are putting your heart into the whatever it is you are writing. Now you have to say it out loud
and read it
yeah, you have to say it. And the study showed that to these people, their level of happiness, I don't know how they measure happiness, but their level of happiness increased by 19%.
The ones who are called.
The ones who are calling.
Oh, who are calling.
After that conversation, their level of happiness increased to 19%.
Ah.
So for those who called and didn't pick, and the person they were calling didn't pick, the level it increased also, but not by a high margin. Because we keep saying give people their flowers. What are we talking about when you say give people their flowers when they are alive? What is
just
it?
showing gratitude?
Yeah, it's showing gratitude, and it's recognizing if somebody really comes through for you. You
recognize. You give credit where it's due.
Exactly, because majority of the times, at times, people will do stuff, it impacts your life. Maybe them, they didn't even recognize
it. Yeah.
So the moment you voice it, they know.
Yep.
They know. Yeah.
Makes them also feel better, knowing they left an impact, however small.
Yes. Yes. What are you most grateful for?
And I feel like at times we wait for someone to die for us to express our gratitude. Have you ever realized have you ever realized in funerals, that's when now people speak out. If someone dies, a lot is said about them.
Yes.
A lot. But then maybe they were very lonely by the time they were coming to.
It's true.
Even celebrities. Oh, he did this for me and this. He was a major stepping block for me in this and this. But I don't know why it's so hard for us to express gratitude when someone is there. And it's like we keep these memories until that person dies. It's like we're just waiting for that. So what happens when I die before that person?
It will never.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
But again, wouldn't it be awkward if we just kept saying thank you every time? Thank you for.
Every single time. Every single time. Yeah, you have a point. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I can see how that could be awkward. But I also think it's maybe, even if it's not a daily thing, just taking the initiative to tell somebody thank you in a special way once in a while.
Yeah. No, that adds up.
And the same way you've put it, at times it's not the words, at times even the actions or actions actually speak louder than words. You could be telling me something and your actions are a bit off.
It could just be a charade, unajua ile tu just wanting to look good. Oh, kwanza na make sure nimeipost. Went to see my big sister today. And maybe deep down you're not even in good terms. Just something you're trying to portray out there. Ama when you're around certain people, you just want to show how you are, but again it's just an act.
It's a facade.
Kidogo actions pia zinafanya. There are certain things that happen and you're like, niyo mjamaa. Realize kumbe alikuwa na try to kushow gratitude. Unaona? Imagine if we just kept saying thank you to our parents. But at times you do things that unaona yeye amesmile, amejua.
Yeah.
Amejua na hata huku unajua kile unafanya, subconsciously umejipata
So even in our actions.
Again, the balance.
Oh yeah, there has to be a balance. I mean, yeah, it would be a bit awkward if we kept saying thank you. But I also feel there are scenarios where maybe this person is not a person you interact with every so often.
Yeah.
So in that sense, then it does not mean you're interacting every single time. So it depends. But I think it's important that for people who matter to you and for people who have had an impact in your life, if you have a chance to express your gratitude, then you proceed to do that.
And I also feel like at times, I don't know if you ever just been chilling, or you are just working on something. You are not thinking of someone,
Yeah.
but a thought just comes from nowhere. You're like, eh, this person has done this, and this. Then you even start forming something in your mind. If you want to tell them thank you, I'll tell them. I think you should really act on that.
Yeah, you should.
Because at times you just get random bursts. You're like, sikuwa nafikiri huyu mtu. I feel like also in that moment, you should also act
Now
on
you
it.
take the initiative now to
Maybe gifting, ama that phone call, ama that physical meetup, because there's something. There's something. I feel it's just like being directed.
Yeah. It's like the universe is
You need to.
Yeah, you need to do something
It will
about
really, it will really go a big way on their side.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at times unifikiri but unapata tu
From nowhere, yeah, you just
then
cross
you
your
ignore
mind.
it. Nothing happens to them, but you ignored it.
Yeah.
And it was something that just came out randomly, which means
I feel
and
like
it came from within.
Yeah. I think our inner spirit or our subconscious most of the time will communicate to us in ways like those.
Yeah.
And you never know. I know for me in high school there's a period of time unajua ile unakaanga unasikia umegongwa na maisha like you're really struggling with life and two people on a very different scenarios are like, I truly admire you and all this. I see when you sort of like put your mind to something, like I can see how focused you can become.
Out of nowhere.
And you're like, oh my God, if only you knew. But then that also becomes now a reassurance to you continue doing what you're doing.
You're on the right track.
And so communicating could be what the other person needs in that moment.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. What are you most grateful for?
Life and the strength to just conquer my day.
Oh.
The strength to get through my day really makes me kale ka moment naingia kwa kitanda hivi kwa zile za lale sasa. Because a lot happens in a day.
Yeah.
A lot happens.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for life. I take it as a blessing. Hata zile zikona kuanga mbaya najiambianga tu ni sawa, lakini si kila time. Kuna time pia nakuanga zile za sasa hizi ni nini hata kama. But these days I'm really grateful for life and family and just everyone around me. Because I've come to realize that it's like everyone in my path is just put there to show me something. Hata kama ni kiboko. It's for a reason. And at times I'm put on people's paths just to
there's a purpose for that.
But life, I'm grateful for life.
I think I'm with you on that. Zungu. And for me, every morning I wake up. Every morning I wake up, I'm alive, I'm healthy. I know it's another day. It's another day to conquer. It's another day to do better. It's another day. Whatever did not work out then, it's all right. We have another day. For me, every single day is just it's a chance. It's a chance at life.
And it just goes a long way to reassure you that there's a reason you're here. Because with death, I don't think anyone is ever ready for death. I think it catches everyone by surprise. Because mostly ukiangalia watu ukufa okay, maybe accident, maybe a small illness. Because maybe even that person who is in the ICU, then they recover, tena unapata amekufa. Maybe in that moment they had a lot of hope.
Yeah, true.
At old age maybe bado anajiambianga I still have the strength.
Yeah.
Ama hata kama anajua naenda si leo si kesho then all of a sudden
they just go. Yeah, and death is something that has been keeping me on my toes.
Do you ever sit and think about death?
No, I don't sit and think about death. but I'm very much aware that it can happen
Anytime. You're not guaranteed.
It's not a guarantee. And now how I approach life is vile tu umeisema, if I'm here, I was meant to be here today, I was meant to be existing. So kila kitu nafanya, like I am doing it to my level best. I'm like, who knows tomorrow? Really, truly, who knows tomorrow? And so you show up like there is no tomorrow. But I don't seem to think about death. Yeah.
At times it crosses my mind na avoiding sana. Sitakakio mchezo. If it's someone who is paranoid about death, it's me. If I sit and think about death, hata naweza ogopa kulala. Yaani
unaona ni kama
huko zile za saa nikikufa. Ama sasa nani akikufa sasa
you see those especially that one for
it now makes me there was a time
for if somebody no
there was a time I started being paranoid even when traveling. Sasa nitafika ama mom or dad tells me they are going somewhere and I'm like you start overthinking like sasa if mom goes today what happens, if dad goes today what
how is life like after that?
So I never sit and think about death, but I know that at some point it will come knocking.
I think something else, it shows me that I am not in control, really. Somebody has put me here, then somebody could take me. Yeah, so if you're here, it's because you're supposed to be here. So you just do your thing.
Kama inaenda mbaya,
you just hang on. You hang in there.
Ushaipata at times when you go through shit, alafu things get better, you look back and realize that you are really supposed to go through that. Even if it takes a long time, you look back and you're like, kuna ile period that was really necessary. Hata zile mtu anasemanga sasa hizi ni nini, baadaye after some time
it comes to make sense. But I've also come to learn, if you're not learning your lesson, you are going to continue being put in really tough situations.
It gets worse.
Like if you're not learning the lesson, ni kama kiboko.
Shida ni vile getting worse.
And it gets worse. It does not get better. Once you learn your lesson, unavuka to another challenge. But until you learn one lesson, it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening, yeah.
And at some point it might become now hata life threatening yani.
Until you wake up, literally, yeah. So, but gratitude. What are you grateful for? I think that I'm normally truly grateful for is the peace of mind. Peace of mind. You can make decisions.
Yeah.
You have the strength to go about your day. Clarity of mind. The peace of mind. Peace of mind is something that I'm truly grateful for, because then it means you're able to really go through tough times and still be okay.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of things to be grateful for, yeah.
So much.
A lot. And most of the things are the things we overlook.
Yeah.
Because we tend to be grateful for big things. A major breakthrough.
Now we are truly grateful.
A successful project.
Yeah.
You're not even grateful for the strength to be able to do that project, whatever it is. The thinking process, the actualization. You're just like, I did this. Yeah. You overlook a lot of things. People who came through the ideas.
Yeah. And at times, even when we pray for these big things, at times we focus so much on the end goal and we forget to pray for, the strength to be able to walk the process, and to be able even to, when we are put in these positions that we so desire, or whatever it is that we want in life, that we are well equipped to handle them. Because some of these great successes then will come with their fair bundle of challenges.
Mnaonanga mtu ana watu wana make moves huku nje. But the
But
number of times they've been put down, ama the number of
tried
times
and
they've hit
tested,
stumbling blocks.
yeah.
And again, when the victory comes, you don't even remember the struggles.
That's true. That's also
so even
true.
when telling the story, you bypass the struggle. You tell
and you tend
the
to
good.
focus
We
on
not tell the good part. But then people forget there's a lot that happened
It's a
to
process
get to that end goal.
Yeah.
The build up to that. Hey.
And how often have you prayed for something and then ukapewa chenye ulikuwa unaomba na ukasahau and you moved on to pray for better things. Like
there's also that
in a split second, human beings, I think we are created in a very
funny way.
Very funny way. We tend to forget a lot of things. Yeah. But nowadays, I'm truly grateful for even the people that have been put in my life, the people I get to interact with, family. I'm grateful for a lot of things. Yeah. And I hope you're grateful for something. Truly, there is something to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't lack
Iko.
Hata moja.
Iko.
Hata the strength to get out of bed. Unajua mimi naambianga watu ku get out of bed ikuangi kitu rahisi. Kuamka sawa. Kuamka utaamka. But it's very possible to spend a whole day in bed, ama a whole day doing nothing. Utoke kwa kitanda uruke kwa kiti, ukae tu. Ni mawazo. Hata haujui ni za nini at times. You can't even pinpoint.
Yeah.
And you have no strength to do hata kushawa. Yani
to do the
it
basic,
gets bad.
To do the basic stuff. Yeah, so simple things like those, see, simple, they're not as simple as they look.
Yeah.
As they look like. So let us know what it is that you're grateful for. And what's your opinion on gratitude? Because gratitude then is not to say that there are not bad things happening in your life, or it's not to say that everything is positive, but you have at least a few things to be grateful for. Yeah.
At times when I look back, I'm even grateful for some shit I went through. Because I'm like, to be here, that needed to happen.
It taught you a lesson.
Yeah, maybe I will not even be here. So I've also come to learn that we don't appreciate the bad stuff afterwards.
Yeah, not well in the moment. Yeah.
After a period of time, see after that, 1 month, 2, at times even after 2 years, maybe you look back and you're like, well, I wait not for that situation.
Yeah.
It will not be. My thinking will not be how.
Your perspective would be very different.
Exactly.
Yeah. But times I'm like, do we then have to always go through bad stuff or hard stuff for us to learn a lesson?
I know it doesn't have to be the hard way. But again, it's life. Some people don't learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Like our journeys are different.
Totally different.
Kuna watu ni kama two parts za huwa zina align.
Others you have to be tried and tested.
Then others you're like, sasa kwani
ulikosea wapi?
I'm not even that strong. Why are you putting me through this?
Yeah.
I could have easily died. And your mom was really talk.
It's true. I always go back and forth about that. At times I'm like, if I had to be given soft life,
I
honestly wouldn't mind that kind of life.
Before you make a mistake, it's like you get a vision,
or you get a trigger, or you. But anyway,
let's just learn to be grateful for everything.
We are grateful for everything.
And minimize complaining.
Yeah.
Because at times I don't complain vile tu lisema, you never tend to see any good.
No. It blurs everything.
Yeah.
And there's no point really. So
I think we've covered pretty much everything.
Gratitude. Thank you. I think I do say thank you a lot. Nifanyia kitu utapata na kuambia thank you. Gratitude. Think about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you come till the end of this episode, we appreciate you so much. And
we are on Instagram, Purity Shulak.
yeah, and that's it for this week's episode. We are going to see you on the next one.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.